I have a question, Mr. Matt,
Yes.
about mechanics. Can Thorn Whip be used to pull someone off a mount?
Uh, Theoretically, it just depends what other features they may or may not have.
Right, if they're like a cavalier type,
Right, and
mounted combatant.
correct. So there's a lot of different features that those who are on mounts tend to have if they're mated in that thing, but then others might not have it. So
Right, but that's why I wanted to know if it was even technically something I could attempt.
yes, technically it is possible. Got other depends on how they're hooked up. So. But that being said, we're ready to start today's adventure. Hello, Shiambelo. We are ready to play some Dragonlance. If you want to help our people, make use of the chat and throw in some of those sweet inspirations as we move through our time today. Last time, our crew realized that some who thought might be lost in the Battle of Vogler turned out to have survived, and it was a glorious reunion as they themselves are becoming useful to the battle against the armies of the Red Dragon Army. And they met up with an old friend, Raven, who has been given some type of command over a few individuals in order to retake Wheelwatch Post. And it seems as though the clever Baccharis, the Lord from Vogler, may have a few power machinations in mind to highlight himself and at least get his enemies out of the way by utilizing just his position, as we have found out that he has been at just about every meeting of the town council of Kalaman, and thusly exerting his power and influence very slowly while all characters have been out getting information, getting valuable information, and maintaining supply lines. So, with that, our group went ahead and decided to help Miss Raven out and went to get some information about their target. The information they did get, they got an idea of troop rotations. They also got an idea of how many troops might be there currently. Unfortunately for them, they were found out, and Nightmare nearly suffered a murder as our group came to the rescue in the form of Delaney with an egg that they had from Tiana, a gnome tinkerer, and were able to thin out the ranks of the Red Dragon army that are here while getting away and into somewhat relative safety, though leaving the fort on high alert. So, on the glade, I would say back at the glade, we will find our crew. And we will get started. Now, let's go here. You saw the fire and explosions, and did not know what that exactly meant, knowing you were way too far, nearly an hour of time away to do any meaningful help. And with bated breath, you waited until a out of breath Delaney and a rather badly cut and burnt Nightmare push out of the tree line. What would you like to do?
What has happened?
Well, they know we're here, but that's all they know. They don't know exactly where we are. They don't know how many. but they know we're here. But we did take care of 6 of them.
Were you able to gather any intelligence?
Yeah, their guard rotation is about every 6 hours. And I wrote down something else. But yeah, the guard. Well, that's not a piece I learned. That's piece Nightmare learned. I learned the guard rotation. So yeah, the guard rotation is about every 6 hours.
And Nightmare will bring up how that there was 30. Well, guess make that 24 of them now, more or less. That we saw. But Delaney, I know you were looking at the gate. It looked like while I was looking through the owl. Did you find anything out about that?
Yeah, that they have to be open from the inside. There's a mechanism inside that will raise the portcullis before the doors can be open. And it has to be done from the inside.
Does anyone know how to disguise themselves? Have that ability or a magical ability to do so? I'll take that as a
Unfortunately,
no.
it's not something that I can do. And I will make my way over to Nightmare, reaching my hand in a pouch as I do, producing some healing herbs, and open myself up to Chislev's divine power and the power of nature. And I'll cast Cure Wounds as the herbs that I crushed in my hand start swirling around Nightmare and begin healing some of his wounds. So I'm doing Cure Wounds at first level.
I do not have that ability to
Sorry, that's the wrong
disguise
thing.
myself.
I mean, I'm not seeing how we aren't just going to be lambs to the slaughter here against 24 of them and 5 of us with no way to get in, so they're going to have all the advantage of coming out and just in groups and taking us on and just hacking us into little bits slowly, piece by piece, death by 1,000 cuts. That's what I see here.
Well, I could suggest that maybe Erevan could make me invisible and I could climb the wall and see about opening the portcullis.
Okay, that could potentially work. Because we're gonna need to get inside. If we're just meeting them on an open field, we're toast.
Right, but if we can get inside too, Raven and her group can come in as well.
Agreed. It all hinges on getting inside those gates.
Well, right now that's the only suggestion I have.
I mean, was any of the options potentially going back to report any of this information?
No, I think they want us to come here and take it. Again, I think it all hinges back to, or hints back to, Lord Vicaris.
I mean, I wish we had one of the suits. But it's, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. And Well, Raven says she believes that she can offer great help once those gates are open. So that is the primary mission she asked your team to do. And of course, you're not going to say leave from that, but that you'd have support in a more, I guess, a robust fashion once those gates are open.
Did she allude
Where's-
to how she would know when the gates are open? Because I mean, the gates were apparently briefly open, but then they closed. So, how is she?
I believe you guys talked about a signal, like something like sparks in the air. You guys talked about doing something.
Okay.
And she'd be watching closely too from her point, because she was going to be there. So
Mm-hmm.
My other suggestion is that we do this at night. Because then even if the invisibility works off me, I can still work better in the dark.
I believe we had told Mayor Raven to meet us here. She should actually be here any moment now, but we told her to meet us here this morning, and she really didn't want to wait very long before this plan, so she would be spotted. I recall she was very insistent on that.
Right,
That's why
I know she didn't want to camp, but that doesn't mean we can't take today to make the plan and get a little bit of rest before we do this, because we've all been up all night.
Sorry, I think the plan was we would come, we would do stuff at night, we would rest during the day, and they would arrive in the evening because they didn't want to be here that long because they didn't think they could go unnoticed.
I believe that's right. You gave them almost like a day.
Yeah, we gave them like
Yeah.
Okay.
so. Our plan originally was always to go at night.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense then. Okay.
So now the only thing I don't have is a way to give any kind of signal when the gates are open.
Well, I can handle that.
Yeah, that's easy enough. That's easy enough to shoot a firebolt up into the air.
Right. But at this point, I'm going to have to be the only one that's going.
We're going to have to figure that out. Aravan and Nightmare, do the two of you have... Do either of you... Are you able to make illusions?
Yeah.
I can make things go on fire.
I can create minor illusions. I
That's what I'm
also
wondering.
have the ability to create a ghostly undead that I just wish we knew the mechanism of opening up the gate, because I'm also just trying to think imaginatively about sending forth some type of specter that could potentially enter. So the ghostly undead that I can call forth would be able to penetrate walls, and potentially I could give it a command to touch whatever mechanism it is that would open the gate. But we just don't have information about the gate right now. So I don't really know what to tell it to do. But that's potentially an option for us as well.
Well-
I also have
Well,
mage. Yep. I also have
My-
mage hand, which I could have slip through
I mean,
the front of the gate.
my point is, we cannot send Delaney into that place and have
Yep.
her open the gates and expect her to stay there alone. We, the rest of us, the rest remaining four, need to be much closer to that fort. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of a way for us to get close without being seen. Hence, my thought you can make an illusion of like everything looking exactly like it does in front of us, and then we
Well-
can all, like lay on our bellies behind it while she goes in. We can sneak up on our bellies, put the illusion in front of us, and let her go in. And then we're much closer if shit hits the fan, or, well, if shit hits the side of the wall. And rush in and save her if we need to. This is where my thinking is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also have, because we were there, as soon as we were noticed, they opened the gates to let people out. Why don't we get about a 120 feet, maybe me and even one other person, but distract them out while another group, Delaney, maybe you, Vinla, since you're a little more tanking, can take hits and go in and secure the gate while we're dealing with the force outside, and then we meet you in there. I mean, it's only
Because
100
we're just going to be met. So let's say another 6 come out. The other 18 are going to be standing there waiting for Delaney and I. How do you see that ending?
Right. There's also 2 gates that we have to open.
I thought we only had to open one of the 2.
No, we need to open both of them. We need to get them from both sides. We need to trap them in there.
I'm sorry, Nightmare, but we do not have the type of personnel needed to do that plan. If we had armored knights with us, heavily armored knights, it would be a different story. That is not our group. Our group is going to have to work through subterfuge and intellect because there's only me who can go and stand in the face of the enemy. We don't have Alec to help us today. So it's just me that can stand there and take the hits
Well,
from 24 people.
could we also just hold them off and keep having them come at us from a distance and weighing them down that way? I mean, I think if we get into a heavily fortified fort with 24 people, even if we're able to get in, I think fighting our way through the fort could be difficult.
But the point is if we get those gates open, we have another backing force. We have Raven and her force. The objective is to get the gates open, not to fight them, just the 5 of us, but to get the gates open so all of our forces can converge and attack.
So my thoughts are that if we can draw them out, like it sounds like what happened to the 2 of you when you went. I have a couple area of effect spells. I can cast web on them when they come out. I have something called hypnotic pattern or sleep storm that can tie them up while somebody sneaks in.
I don't think we want to draw any of them out, honestly.
Okay.
Well, and I say that because, again, there are 2 gates that we have to get. So if we're focusing on this gate, they're potentially going to open the other gate and come around and surround us. We don't want that to happen.
And I feel like the best time to actually do this is at the changing of the guard, because that way, yes, Delaney will be invisible, but you can still bump into something and make a noise. This way, if there's noises going on and around the quad, it'll just be assumed to be the guards, which are shuffling back and forth to their new positions.
Well, I would also like to just bring a point. If they're changing guard, that means there would be twice as many people with their armor on and ready to fight.
Matt, I've got a question about the map. Is all the space around the fort clear, or is there any forest line? And if so, how far away is it?
It's basically clear.
It's basically clear. Okay.
This place is specifically so it can watch everything.
Okay.
That is the purpose of the fort. Yeah. So yes, you have a. I think you want to come to a plan. I'll say this is definitely a flavor of um special forces over a numerically superior force. Decide on how you want to do this. Do you have your plan?
I
I'm
don't
not
think we
sure.
do. But so Venla, I know that my primary thing has been healing, but I am able to take some hits, so I can help in that regard. I also changed out my armor so I don't make as much noise as when I move, so maybe I can back up Delaney.
But Ovina, that's not the right tactical choice to make. You are the one capable of doing the most healing. You are the one capable of picking us up when we're down. You are the one who is capable of keeping us from going down. How tactically does it make sense to send you, the one capable of putting us back together and picking us up if we fall, into the lion's den?
I could cause some chaos while I'm in there. While the
I
changing
mean,
of
as far as I'm concerned, you are like the number one person to be protected, Ovina, because of your particular skill set to keep all of the rest of us alive.
I understand, but we have to work with the resources we have. So we have to decide how we're going to do this. If it's not me, then either she goes by herself or somebody else goes with her. I don't think that we're going to lure anybody else out again in spite of what happened the last time they sent people out. We have to get in. That's the answer. How do we do that?
To me, the most sound plan, and this is my thoughts tactically, the most sound plan is for us all to approach close on our bellies, hide behind an illusion, put oh, that's not going to work. Unless Nightmare, do you know invisibility or is it only Aravan?
I do not.
Okay. So, forget my plan, it's not going to work. Because you need concentration for the illusion and you need to concentrate on the invisibility. So anyone else's guess as good as mine. My plan's dead.
I mean, if the goal is to just open the gates, I don't see what the problem. I personally don't see what the problem is with just drawing them out as happened last time. Um, Even if it's with, let's say, I summon the undead. Um, Somebody, let's say, um, we're huddled up against the wall of um, the fortress, and that all they see is this creature that's, let's say, 30 feet out. They go to attack that, and then somebody goes to open up the other gate. I can cast an area of effect spell on them.
what
To
about instead of drawing them out, you throw the creature inside?
I mean, either way, I don't want to.
So we're all going to have to go up there. So we're all going to have to be stealthy, but I'm the only one that needs to go in. So if we can get you to the wall, I think you can hide into the shadows of the wall. Then I just need to go over and start opening the gates, and I can cause some chaos while I'm in there. And
Yeah.
if you cause some chaos with an illusion while I'm in there, that helps too.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be beneficial to draw them away personally, but
I'm just afraid that they will not come out again after Delaney blew up 6 of their people
mhm.
the last time they came out. Tactically, that wouldn't make sense. It would make more sense to stay fortified since, at least one person can do an area of effect spell.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that they won't. I'm just saying if it were me, I wouldn't come out.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I would be
And neither
I
of you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would be doing what Avina says. I would be fortifying um my battlements for an attack because I know
Mm.
someone's coming.
And to be fair to your point, Nightmare, about, well, maybe we could get them when some are unarmored. They know we're here. There is not a single person in that keep that's going to be taking off their armor, even if they're laying down. There's no way anybody's unarmored in that keep right now.
I mean, and to that point, all the information that you gained may be irrelevant. They may have doubled the guard. They may have changed things up. So
Yeah.
all we can do is go there and try something. Because
And
turning around and going home is not an option.
and
I mean,
Delaney,
at least not for me.
Delaney, do you have Mage Hand? Do you have the ability to cast Mage Hand?
No.
Okay. Because I feel like that's what really needs to happen is what is just getting in front of the gate and potentially casting Mage Hand and sort of mechanically figuring out the mechanism of what it is that opens up the gate.
Delaney, how strong did you feel that gate was? Like, how is it possible for us to break it down
It was metal,
without
wasn't it,
opening it?
Matt?
Yes. So I mean, it could be broken down, sure, but it is metal. That's a
It is
Above-
metal.
Above the table, I think I remember it being like 80 HP or something like that.
I
wasn't
think
it?
I told you that. Yeah, I remember. Yes, I said it is huge, just from mechanically, so you know your abilities. Its AC is 17, and it would be in its 80 hit points, and immunity to poison and psychic, which is standard for objects.
And I would I would wager there's archers in there, so
Well, I mean, I can attack the wall from 120 feet away. I mean, I don't know how far you guys can go, but I know last time going prone helped that, so I mean, I could probably go prone, attack from 120, and give them either two choices. Either they let us break down the wall, which that helps Mayor Raven's side of things.
Right. This
or-
really I understand what you guys are trying to say, but we really need to do this stealthily.
Well, but
Agreed.
if we accidentally make a noise, they're going to have archers, and we won't have any way to avoid them because we're going to be completely open to their fire.
One piece of information, Delaney, that you would have gotten because you saw the gates open and everything, was that a it looked like there was a key required to begin to open the gate.
Hmm.
Of course, a key can be picked, right? These two can bypass keys, and for the most part, it would take about a minute to fully open or close the gates. They didn't have to fully open them to let some of their forces through, right? Because of the way that the gates open.
Right.
But to get a full force like what you guys are talking about, it would be about a minute using a winch.
So I just remembered a key is required to start opening the gate, and it would take probably about a full minute for the gate to open completely in order for it to be of use for what we need it for.
That doesn't mean what if Raven's forces can't start coming in. It's just a thing where if you open up for 6 seconds, it takes 6 seconds for it to close, right? And then you could find yourselves in crazy situations.
With that information, Delaney, we may only be able to open one door, not both.
That's the reason for the chaos while I'm in there, heading over to the other gate.
What's the chaos that you're referring to?
Well, they have horses. Means they have stables.
Okay. That's what you're going to leave us with? Okay.
Okay, that means there's lots of hay.
She might want to start a fire.
You're not going to roast those horses alive, are you?
I would leave the gate open. See, that's the whole thing. You open up the gate and you open up the stalls and you light something on fire, and then the horses have to run out. So then they've got to
Okay,
catch
as
the
long
horses.
as you're ensuring that the horses are escaping, because otherwise I am not on board with that plan.
I'm
not going to wantonly kill those animals.
I did not mean to kill those other ones. I really didn't know what was going to happen. I feel really bad about that.
We've hit enough horse death for one day.
I would not purposely hurt an animal. So, no, I would not roast the horses. I'm just saying they have horses. That means there's things that I can use to cause chaos. Like,
However,
letting horses go.
Stay with me here. However, that could pose a danger to us because of the fire and the fort being on fire. What if you gave me those stones back and I imbued one with the scent of a predator and another with the noise of a predator, and we scared them out that way? Make them think that they're being hunted by like a crazed rabid wolf or something.
The horses are the people.
The horses.
Well, okay, I can do that. But there's only 2 rocks.
But that's fine. I can always make a third rock. So
Erevan has his. And
all right, Erevan, you hold on to that one so that you have your double. It's just I can have 4 rocks at a time.
Or how do I activate the rock?
Just throw it.
Okay.
So I give you back the one that says dumb because the one that says snap is broke.
Okay. So she is going to remove her tinkering from that one and imbue it with the strong scent of a pack of wolves. And draw like a little wolf paw on it. And hand that to Delaney. She'll pick up another rock. And she's going to put the sound of a pack of wolves howling on it. And she's just going to write howl and hand that to Delaney.
So Matt, above table, would I know if that fireball that Delaney had in the egg and the burning hand spell I cast would have done any damage to the gate previously? Because
no, it wouldn't have. The gate's undamaged currently.
Okay.
And Delaney, if that doesn't work, then light it up.
Okay.
But let's try this first in order to prevent there being fire swirling around us when we're trying to do things. If not, light the fire. Is kind of my thinking there.
Okay.
Okay, so it sounds like our plan is for Delaney to sneak in, cause some mayhem, open doors. Is that the plan?
Yes.
And then meanwhile, at least I am going to be getting close on my belly.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if you guys can kind of get close to the side that I go over on, because that will be the gate I open first, and if someone decides to start coming out that way, you can bottleneck them there, so we can get Raven and her troops in.
Exactly.
So Matt, with the minor illusion spell, it says 30. It's a range of 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and would that be something that could potentially either visually camouflage the front of us if we're like crawling towards the fortress?
Certainly. We'll check minor illusion here. Yeah, somatic material. So yeah.
Okay. So I could just make it look like the ground in front of us, maybe.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So that's what I would attempt to do for us as we approach.
Well, if we're doing that, so we can all stay together, why don't we all just try and go in to help give Delaney time to open the gate? I mean,
I don't understand what you mean.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I would. The thing to keep in mind is it takes a minute to open the gate, and it is not a quiet gate. Right? People aren't going to go, "Oh, wait, is the gate opening?"
Yeah.
So I think that's the only thing I think that maybe that might be referring to in this moment is just what happens should Delaney get discovered opening the
So-
gate, since it's going to be an obvious opening of the gate.
What I'm going to do is because for a couple reasons. I'm really itching to cast this summon undead spell, but I really actually think it'll be beneficial to throw an undead creature into the castle or into this fortress while she's
do you
trying to
need
open up the gate.
do you need to see it, and what's the range on it?
So it's a 90-foot range, concentration up to an hour. So I think that could potentially. What's that?
Is it in an area you can see within 90 feet, or?
You're also running into the same problem once again. You cannot have a minor illusion and you're undead at the same time.
Because they both require concentration.
Yeah. I guess I was thinking more when we were up against the wall of the castle.
Right.
just
So your
throwing
mind
it in
kind of
there.
there's more of a uniform approach of your forces together, and then like the mission starts.
Yeah.
It's sort of how what air vents bring forth.
Yeah, so I'm thinking once we're up against the wall, of sort of just throwing something in there to distract them and cause mayhem. I don't really care what it is. I mean, it could be this, it could be something else that I throw forth into the gate. But I do think that something needs to be cast in there to cause a disturbance, potentially. But
All right.
I don't know. Those are my thoughts.
So I think that for this particular moment, it would behoove your group, if you guys are okay with this, for maybe you might want to move your group to vote for a commanding officer for this mission, and let that person, based on all the information that has been shared and the pros and cons, make the plan, because every single thing is going to have risks. You do not have a plan that if one thing does not go wrong, someone might not die. And that is war. So someone's going to have to make that decision.
So my suggestion for the person who should be in charge is Delaney, since it's a stealth mission and Delaney is our stealth person.
Yeah,
I second that.
me too. And let me just change what I was suggesting. If Delaney gets discovered, then I would potentially throw something into the gate. Otherwise, I would leave things alone.
Okay. So Delaney, you've been voted commanding officer.
Okay.
So I'd think then Delaney is going to be basically on Delaney to say what is going to happen, since she's heard. Unless people feel like, I would say Delaney, you can run that if you wish to ask any more questions, or if you feel that you need to make a decision based on the information that's been presented to you.
Okay, so before we continue with how I'm getting in there and what I'm going to do, we still have to take into consideration where also the troops are going to be, because they can't get too close without being noticed. How far is it, Matt, to the forest line?
Really, you're in a glade, so you're a mile. So I'd say probably about 1,000 feet. Is
Oh, I'm
really
sorry. I meant from the tower to
the glade.
no, to the forest line. How much cover do we have before we're out in the open? So, what's the open space between?
Gotcha. I'll say about 1,000 feet of open space.
Okay, so we've got 1,000 feet of open space that has to be covered from the time those gates open. They have 1,000 feet to go before. So if they're any closer than that, they're potentially going to get discovered if we have a large group of people. So we have to figure out where they need to be.
Keep in mind at night, visibility is reduced heavily.
Okay, but how?
But above the
So I would say I would say without light, the most you've heard of someone seeing in the dark is 120 feet.
Okay, so then let me ask this question: what kind of light did we see around the top of the fortress or the outpost?
They had torchlight.
Okay, and that doesn't go very far, then, does it?
No, specifically.
I'm just going to put this out there. We have to be close. The rest of our force must be close, because at normal speed, it will take us 33 turns to reach the gate from the forest edge. 17 turns with dash.
Right, which is why I'm trying to figure out how close we can get them without them drawing attention.
So torches go out 40 feet of light.
Okay, so they could probably get as close as 150 feet and not be seen.
Without even having, without very little chance. The biggest issue would be being heard.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay, so we can get them fairly close without them being seen. Now, the biggest problem is being heard. So how close can we get them? I'm posing this to the group, Matt, not to you.
Okay.
How close can we get them without them being heard?
That I have no clue on.
That's one of the risks. I mean, there is no definitive answer.
Okay, well, then I say if we can get them 200 feet, within 200 feet in the dark, then I think we should be good. That as long as once I get the first gate open and you guys are there to potentially get someone who might be there before I can get to the second gate. But then the other question is, once I'm in there and the second gate is being open, how am I going to let anybody know that it's okay to charge the gates?
Again, I think we do not need to focus on getting both gates open. We have to get at least one. Get one open, then worry about the second one.
Right.
And just for your information, the feet you're talking about would mean your people are 4 rounds away once you make that flare.
Okay. I think we're good 4 rounds. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, like I said, I still think the best course of action just...
So Ovina, what you're recommending is that once that first gate is open, somebody shoots off the flare?
Yes.
Okay. Are you all good with that? Because that'll also give me time, because they'll be distracted by the one gate, for me to get to the other gate.
Delaney, make the call.
I'm good with that plan. That I'm going to go in, open the gate, you shoot off the somebody. I don't know, I guess Nightmare?
Yep.
Can you shoot the flames or the sparks or something?
I can.
Erevan. How about as soon as you see the gate open, you throw your illusion in there or your undead person or whatever that is. Because then
Mhm.
not only are they getting it from this gate, they're getting it from inside too.
Okay.
Anybody else have any other options or suggestions? Does that sound like a good plan?
You're the commander. Make the call.
I just made the call. I was asking
Okay.
if anybody had
You're
any...
making the call. That's what we're doing.
Right, but I was asking if anybody else had anything to add to what I just said.
Sorry, Matt. Can we take a timeout?
Of course.
Okay. I just want to run this by everybody. The reality that potentially your characters may die is understood by everybody, right? And that's something you're willing to accept.
Yes.
Yes?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like we do a lot of him hawing because people are afraid that their characters are going to die. I mean, that's sort of
No.
like this campaign it's war. The reality is we're not all going to make it out. So I feel like we get bogged down in a lot of conversation because we're hesitant to lose the characters.
And Julie, just correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Delaney here was just being essentially a thoughtful leader of just going, this is what I see. Is there anything else I haven't considered before I make this final decision?
Yeah,
That's what I was interpreting that last sentence.
Yeah.
To be. Okay. But I also agree with what you're saying, but sometimes it seems that way. So
Right. And I'm totally right there. And yes, if we get killed, but I just don't want to make a stupid decision like, let's just go charge and try to bang down the gate. Because that's asking to be TPK'd. I don't want to ask to be TPK'd, but I understand that we can all die. There's a smart way to do things and a dumb way to do things.
I acknowledge that there is, but then we spend 45 minutes discussing how to do something.
Agreed.
Right.
So I think that in the future, if we elect somebody the leader of the mission, and we've already spent 30 to 45 minutes discussing how to do something, that person makes the call. We've decided at that point you're making the call. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. I understand that you were just making sure everybody was okay with it, but once we made you leader, the thought process is you would decide.
Okay, that's fine. And I did make a decision that I'm going in. Nightmare's going to shoot off the sparks once the gate's open. Erevan's going to throw his illusion or undead. I don't remember what it was. I think he wanted to do his undead person.
It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out when we. I'll see what the situation is when we get there, and then.
Right, exactly. We have to see what happens when we get there.
Right.
yeah, sounds like you got your initial plan. Well,
Yeah, and then
as much of a plan as you can have before things will just
No,
happen and you have to make calls.
Right.
I mean, I understand the frustration, Bobby, because I'm sitting here in that same zone going, we've spent 40 minutes now and we haven't done this battle.
Well, it's not
So
just
I
this
get-
battle. It's previous battles where we have literally, because we're too afraid to engage the enemy. At least that's my feeling on it. So I just wanted to put that out there that I feel like we spend a lot of time in a 3.5 to 4 hour game debating back and forth what we're going to do.
Yes.
okay, well, let's get some rest now.
Okay.
All right. Then, yeah, fair enough. You can have your rest. Go ahead and take your long rest. And if there is nothing else, we can go ahead and move directly to
Yeah, in
Raven
my,
and the whole plan. Whenever
sorry,
you want to do.
in my long rest,
Yes.
I want to make some blast powder.
Sounds good. Yeah, you would also have a few hours to make some of your other traps if you desire.
Oh. Okay. Then I'll make another firebomb too.
Okay.
Hell yes, because those are awesome.
Sounds good. Then, all right. I am totally fine if we wanted to move this up to the Raven's forces where you want them, because it's not that big of a deal. Unless there's some RP you want to do, because RP is different than planning. It's so what would you like to do as a group?
I'm good moving the time forward.
Yeah, I'm with Bobby. I just, we've sat on this for a week, knowing that we're outnumbered and outgunned, and I just want it over with at this point, to
Yeah,
be
that's
completely
fine.
fair.
That's fine. Totally cool. Sounds good. So, get moving. So, what I have, I'll just let you know. Actually, it doesn't make much of a difference. Never mind. So you've got them at 200 feet. Is the agreed upon distance? What is the goal of the group before Delaney breaks off? How close is the five of you getting?
I thought the sound was that we would all try and make it up to the wall.
Yeah.
Or
I'd-
close, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get up to the wall.
It's good.
I see that Boba Fett behind you.
Mhm.
That's amazing. Although all I have to say about this week was bad baby.
I have not watched it yet.
Oh my
We
god.
haven't either.
So everyone, quickly. All right.
Matt, just before we approach, can I cast Mage Armor?
Of course.
Yeah, I want to do the same actually.
So you're approaching at night. And just to throw out, our department definitely upgraded the it over the week.
Oh, good. I thought
Very
I was. I'm like, wait, does that looks bigger?
She made it more. It was a little rushed, so she was like, okay. There's a few things she wasn't happy with.
Thank you, art department.
Thank
Yes,
you,
it
Mrs.
looks
Hands.
So
Honest, I'm never happy with any of it.
that's true. Okay, so if the idea is for everyone to get close to the walls, I need a group stealth check.
Can I give myself guidance for this?
Okay, what I will tell you is that guidance is problematic because you have to speak aloud. So guidance is very
you
hard on
wait?
stealth.
Can you wait for my Twitch to load since you fucked up my computer and I can put inspo in?
I didn't touch your computer.
Why does it have all your files on it then?
I don't know.
What?
So Arabon got a 19.
Delaney got a natural 20 for a 27.
Okay.
There
Okay,
will be
so
an
this might
inspiration once
mitigate.
it uploads.
So we got 19. I got the 27. Okay.
Getting you an inspiration. There. Take it.
What did Venla get?
5.
I gave you inspiration!
It's already rolled it. They can't do it after that.
You know what? I'm gonna kill all of you.
All right.
I didn't
Well,
realize I had inspiration, so I rolled a disadvantage.
You're fine.
Hey, Matt, I am going to use my inspiration that I had from last week for a recap. So I haven't rolled yet.
Yep.
What?
That's natural 20 for 22 on the GM Balo die.
Ooh.
Well, that's nice before art department kills me with the natural one.
Oh my goodness.
Up, Alex!
Okay. What's your total there? With your
4.
modifier? 4. Okay.
Modifier's 3, but total's 4.
Yeah, because I'm going to add that a little differently since we had some natural
One, two-
20s.
oh,
in
I need
there.
How
to
do
make one
you?
more.
I don't understand how someone can roll a natural one every single time.
His name is Will Wheaton.
But it's
Uh,
oh, I didn't realize we
found
were
out my
playing with
reference.
Will Wheaton.
Apparently we are. I didn't know. Okay.
There, everyone can have one.
Well, at least there's 2 natural 20s to cancel out my 5 and his 4.
Okay. So the next thing is, as a group, what wall are you going towards? Going right? Are you happy with where our department has put you?
That was where Delaney hid last time. Oh, you know what? No, Delaney did the. I'm gonna put there. Because Delaney, you're gonna want to be as close to the mechanism as possible, right?
Yes.
Cool, because it's right here. So
Okay.
Delaney, with that knowledge, I'll put them there.
I'm okay with where our department put us.
Okay.
But look, with all your arguing, I made a new tree. Your spiritual
Nice.
lesson.
It was worth it then.
Okay.
Okay. Is it too dark or can everyone see it? Dark.
so, Alec, when you cast Mage Armor, does your AC actually change on the sheet?
It doesn't. You have to manually change your
Yeah.
AC.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I brightened it a little bit for everybody.
So did I.
Oh, nice.
Stop trying to steal my job.
So you all move up very quietly. And as silently as you can, about to where you were before. And as you settle in, you realize that there has been a patch of very dried twigs laid here since the last time you were here. And they snap.
Oh no.
Now, you did go for the changing of the guard. That was when we would have timed this. Okay. So, there are 2. One is sort of going away, and 2 of them go, what's that? Now, because of the nature of this, I need everyone to roll initiative.
$19.
Oh, good lord.
Not 20 for a 24.
I think I actually rolled a 5.
All right, I got everyone initiative. Okay, so I actually see the other one is moved away, so I'm going to just make 1 here. There's 1 soldier. You can see them. They've heard the issue. Uh-huh. And you get to act first. So it's Delaney.
And this is with me casting the minor illusion as the camouflage?
This was heard.
Okay.
They know something's happening, but they don't CC you yet.
Got it.
Yeah, the point is that at this point, actions are going to be taken. And so I'm doing an initiative to represent that this is going to be a outcome of seconds.
Up first.
I cannot hear you, Delaney.
There, sorry.
Okay.
Well, since it's a matter of seconds, the only thing I can quickly do at this point is attempt to hit him with my crossbow.
So I'm going to say you're going from unseen, since he's not seen you, and there's minor illusion. as we dictate.
Well, okay, because my other thought was to ignore him, let the group take care of him, and attempt to get over the wall.
It's up to you what you want to do. The reason why I'm saying unseen is it gives you advantage.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I'm saying unseen.
I would much prefer to try to get over the wall without him seeing me. Because he doesn't know where I am.
I mean, he knows where the sound came from. It's up to you.
Oh,
Do
oh.
what you're going to do. Tell me what you want to do.
Take him out. So,
Okay.
roll with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
+1.
+1. So a 22.
Art department at +1 because that's what we have on the board.
Oh,
Right. Which
sorry, I didn't know what that meant.
okay, yeah. So okay, I remember all the nights I've been able to explain this to you. So yeah, as you describe what you're doing, I think we didn't get to because we didn't have like a big fight. So every round that everyone describes in detail what they're doing in combat, we will add a +1 to your hit, so you get bonus to hit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot him with my crossbow, like around his neck, since that's what I can see.
You got it. That is a
And I-
hit.
Okay.
Roll your name.
And so, starting with this damage, well, that sucked. Plus my sneak attack damage, since I had advantage on the roll. So 5 plus 13, 18.
Yeah. It goes in. He looks. You're aware of a horn being here. He's looking towards that horn. Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, I don't want to point out exactly where I am, so can I make a second shot with my... No, because that's another action. So I don't have anything... Well, no, that's not true. I'm going to try to hit him with a dagger.
Bonus action, throw dagger. Okay.
Oh, for a natural what? Oh, wait, no,
Oh.
that's a 7. No, I'm sorry, it was a 7, so 14.
+1.
Plus the 1 is
So
15.
15.
This, you throw it as quick as you can. He's moving, and this time it bounces off his plate.
Oh. Okay, that's all I can do.
Okay.
Can she use her movement to get over the wall?
I mean, you have movement.
No,
You
'cause-
wanna do-
Well, because I would have to throw a grappling hook first.
Right. Correct.
So that's an action, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I can do.
Actually, throwing a grappling hook is just an object interaction.
Yeah, isn't that object interaction?
Oh. Well, if that's the case, then yeah. So that's a strength check.
Yep. Athletics.
Oh, athletics. $18.
18. You have it up, and now the walls here. I think I said 20 feet,
Yes.
and you have 40 feet of movement.
For some reason.
Yes.
Did you not say 100 last week? That's why I had
No.
to be so close with my familiar to see anything.
You had to be so close because the width of it is 100.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
The problem was because you wanted him to go all the way around, and you wouldn't have been able to maintain
Okay.
that distance.
That makes sense. Thank you for your clarification. I apologize.
20 up.
Yeah, and I just double checked. It is 20 feet.
So 30 will get her to the other side.
She only have 20 because she doesn't have a climb speed,
Oh.
so she can get up there.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Want to stay close to the wall, Delaney?
Yes. Please. Thank you.
Okay, so throat injured. He's going to run over to the horn
Where's the horn?
and blow. The horn.
We're fucked.
Does he need to do a performance check?
No, because
It's
it.
an arrow to the throat. Okay,
Yeah, I was thinking that.
asking. You don't have to act like it was an unreasonable question.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't. I just like to sass you. You're cute when you're sassed.
I see. Okay, so. Okay, yeah, W2, W2, W4. Let me just check the distance. Yeah, so there's one directly 5, 10. Actually, kind of how you have this. Yeah, he's right at one. So he's right near the horn, and he will blow. You know what? I actually, given the sass, I am going to. This is sort of a luck check almost.
See?
To determine, I'm actually going to make this a Constitution saving throw to see if he does have enough air. Since you've taken, I mean, you took him from 22 to 4, so I think he needs to make it's a low DC. So I'm going to say he's got to get a 10, and he gets a 17. So
I tried, guys. I tried.
Thank you.
and calling the fort to action, but we're still in initiative. This is why we entered initiative. So, which means, and I've already assigned initiatives to other army officers. So it means that you possibly still have things you can do. However, the horn has been blown.
Yeah, we're really in trouble now.
Not as much as if River had tried to do it herself.
All right. So, Ovina, it's your turn.
So since the horn has been sounded, Avina's going to go ahead and try and climb up the rope herself.
Okay.
Is that movement?
It's movement, but you're half because you don't have climbing, so you're not going to be able to get all the way up.
Okay.
Keep in mind, then, that you will now be, unless you dash up, you will be a blockage for anybody else. Potentially.
Oh, what?
Then I'll use the dash, Matt.
Okay.
So as if you have 50, so you have
25.
20 to
is
get
what you-
up.
Yeah.
30 left. No. You have 10 left.
Correct. 10 feet after that.
Where do you want to go?
I'll just move towards the wall.
Okay.
The math in my head is hard.
Anything else?
Um,
You got a bonus action,
yeah, just
which can be spiritual weapon, but whatever you want to do.
spiritual weapon. Yeah. Yeah, it's not concentration. Yeah, let me bring it out right by that guy who just blew the horn,
Yeah.
and we'll take an attack.
Got it. Yeah, sorry, he got a 21 initiative.
It's a 19 on the die plus 7, so I'm pretty sure it hits.
That hits. That hits.
That are 10 hit points worth of damage.
All right.
Dead.
Perfect.
Quick, someone go steal his armor.
All right. The rest of his head is disintegrated off his body as the tree moves. All right. I think that is your turn, Avina and Venla.
Okay, so I'm going to bonus action kinetic jaunt.
I do.
Yeah, explain how this looks.
I've never heard of that one.
She is going to, as usual, run her hand along the runes on her forearm, on her bracer, and this little, almost like illusory image of a jackrabbit is going to like skitter across her, and these little kind of almost like wings you know, like you would see on Hermes boots,
Mm-hmm.
flip out of the boots of her armor, and she is going to move at a much quicker speed than you normally see her. So she is going to use her movement, which is 40 feet, to get up on the wall.
Okay.
What is it to get over the wall? Would that be would I have to dash for
You'd
that?
have to dash, 'cause it takes a full 40 to get on top.
Legend climbing.
Okay.
So that is only 10 feet thick.
Yeah.
Like wide walking way.
Right. So am I in the way of anybody coming up now?
They can get around easy enough. And
Yeah,
once you're up,
okay.
I'm not going to get all messy about
All
that.
right. So Venla is going to help others get over, you know, like guard them while they're coming. So she is going to take the dodge action
Okay.
and stay right there so that she can, like, reaction, catch anyone if they start to fall or what have you.
Got it.
Oh,
And that
there's
will be
two
Venla's
wizard
turn.
boys chilling.
Okay, so at this point, I can reveal there are 3 Dragon Army soldiers within the courtyard. Or I need to focus when you have a chance.
Oh, on this one, yeah.
And they're going to. The one is going to throw 2 javelins at Venla. Yep. Miss.
Sorry, it's really hard for me to see. I have a color up.
And miss. So
That's
they
why
go on
you
the other side of the
died.
wall. Yeah, because they got disadvantage on those. So unable to hit her and nightmare.
All right. So, is the tower higher than the wall? Is it fall? And if so, how much?
I have
You sound like you're like underwater. Something's up with your mic.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay. So is the tower higher than the wall that's to the
Yes.
wall?
The tower there is, I think, another 10 feet. So let me see here. Yeah, 30 feet.
I made the walls shorter so that you could actually see what's inside.
Yeah, the towers are 20. The walls are 20. The tower is 30 feet tall.
All right. So face step on top of the tower.
As
Okay.
no, heard about them.
And then since there are 3 of them,
I'll find my fireball.
well,
Yep.
there's not quite enough yet for fireball.
Okay.
Close, but not
I'm
quite.
finding it for later.
Yep, there's 3 there.
Well, all right. So going to go ahead and fire some hyperallergenic, gluten-free magic missiles at it.
Oh my god.
Casting Jim's magic missile, and it actually says that in the description.
Oh, I know that spell.
I was not expecting that reference.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I just choked on my Coke. The drink,
Going
not the drug.
Going to send 1 at each of them. The first one, yeah, that's a bad roll. 20 to hit.
That hits.
That's a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, nat 20 for 28 to hit.
Hits.
That guy's gonna have a bad day.
So, first guy takes bad dice. 2 force damage.
Okay.
Second guy takes really D4. 2 force damage.
All right.
D4 gets All right, 5d4 better work better. All right, okay, 3, 7, 9, 12. That's 14 force damage for the last guy.
Okay. Very good.
And then I use half the movement to go prone. And end the turn.
Aha! Oh, look, the bottom of your base matches. Sorry.
All right. In that case,
Just curious for my learning purposes. Can they even see him to have disadvantage with him laying there? I think he's like not. Where's that full cover? Since he's so much further above them and on his belly.
it depends on how the castle. I'll get there in a second. We'll see how that goes. So, all right, here. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. In that case, that's going to stay there. And Araven, is your turn.
Okay, so it seems like the only way for me to the way this castle looks, there's nothing I can really do from the gate, correct? In terms of casting any AoEs. Yeah.
No, see.
Right. There's a gate, and then there's the thing. So it's a double
Yeah.
thing. You cannot see in through the gate.
Yeah. So I guess I will try climbing the rope.
Okay. You can get 3/4 of the way unless you dash. Do you dash up?
Yes.
So action dash. Right on top.
Oh no, she's just.
And if I have any turn left, I would want to cast some type of AoE on the
Use your action to dash, so you'd have a bonus action at this point.
bonus action. Okay, so I don't think. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, so that's basically my turn. I'll also fall prone.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Very good. So, what essentially Nightmare gets here is he's going to get 3/4 cover plus disadvantage. But they're also just going to not really worry about that because that's a lot of issues. Even though they just got in there, they're going to go. I think now looking.
I mean, there's a big bitch just standing there.
Asking
There
for it.
is. I think they're going to.
She'll even wave. She'll even wave at them.
This one is going to go to Venla.
Gonna walk up or what?
They're javelin.
Oh, okay. She's still dodging.
I know. All right. Both of those were miss.
Atta girl.
All right. Now it's the beginning of the round. And let me. Delaney, it is your turn.
Nice 2 to hit.
Yay. Okay, so
Where's my board?
now I'm going to grab my grappling hook and go down the other side.
Technically, I think you just need to move the rope.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Either
I
way.
think you have to move the whole grappling hook.
Yeah. So using your movement, you can get down. This for a movement to get right down there.
And you were right by the controls.
And then I'm going to pick the lock.
All
Or
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Make that sleight of hand check. Advantage.
is that or thieves' tools?
So when you have thieves' tools proficiency, you make your sleight of hand with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Where's my phone? I want to take a.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, very good. So with the action, you have unlocked the mechanism to raise the gate.
Okay.
Nice.
Can I start the mechanism to raise the gate?
No, because you've used your object interaction.
Oh, okay. So they'll have to wait. How? Ooh. So I'm right out there where they can see me.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
You can bonus action hide if you want.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Okay, sorry about
So roll stealth check.
Yep.
13.
that. 13, okay.
And hide behind the controls.
Right.
The best you can.
She's small enough to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my turn.
All right. Well, yes. There is a guttural growl from one of the buildings as a long reptilian head points out, metal and scaled,
Dragon.
and it flies.
Oh my god.
Upon it is a warrior. All right. So taken in, this fella's got a fly of 60 feet. As he flies up,
Hey guys, I guess you don't have to check the woods for him.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Exactly.
all right.
Where's it going?
Seeing the prone individuals is going to go ahead and fly. Just tell me how much it is to get to Nightmare.
Said it was 60.
Or actually, no,
So he has to
he's
come
gonna
out.
go to He wants he's gonna want not Nightmare, the other one. My gosh, Erevan.
How much was it to get out of the place?
None.
Then yes, he can get a hit to him.
How much feet was it to get to Erevan?
60.
Exactly 60. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna do that then.
He said flying.
In that case, what does he want to do? Yeah, I think he's just going to go with it here. All right, so against Erevan, this creature is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks with its claws, trying to rip you apart. First one is, horrible, only a 9. So a miss. Second one is a 24 to hit.
So I'm casting shield.
Okay. Where does that get your armor AC up to?
I still don't think it would do much. Actually, 21.
Right. So this is 24.
Okay.
Don't waste your shield.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay. You got it. Then that is 15 slashing damage. As the claws are red hot and burn you for an additional 3. So 18
Ow.
total.
I'm sorry, how many total?
18.
Okay.
The person on it will then strike out with its lance.
Oh, dude, I didn't put the one with the lance on there.
That is 15.
At me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down.
15 to hit.
Oh, then I will use the shield for that.
Okay. And then 18. You're saying with shield, what are you at? 21?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your shield protects you from the other two. All right. And then seeing all of this, he's going to take a quick look. He's above Delaney, therefore sees her,
Leave her alone.
and will yell, "Kill the one at the controls!" Using his assault orders, which gives two of the other ones a reaction to attack. And they're going to javelin
use-
throw.
My reaction, uncanny dodge.
What if they hit? Yeah.
Okay.
You did position yourself from them. The one looks like it's got a straight shot. The other, you're going to benefit from half cover. So it's going to be +2. So the first one coming at you will miss. Second one coming at you is a natural 20. So you are going to be able to half this damage.
Woo.
He rolled real bad.
Dice love you guys and hate you guys.
So the total here is going to be 7 damage, 4 piercing, 3 fire.
Okay.
That before or after she halves.
Before the half. So if you then halve it, that'll be 3.
Uncanny dodge.
Yay for uncanny dodge.
Okay. So, yeah. So he's currently in melee because he's landed upon. Well, actually, what is that? Let me make sure.
He used all his movement to get over there.
I know.
He can't go down.
In order to have gotten them, he landed on the thing. Is what I'm saying.
You know what?
That is what I'm saying.
I don't
Okay.
understand that well.
Perfect. So next, we've got one of the soldier armies. Actually, here we go. So also beginning this round, 3 other Dragon Army soldiers are joining the fray. So I got initiative to them.
Where?
I'll tell you when they're going to come out of the area when it is their
You know
turn.
what? I don't want to.
Go. Sorry, my thing's being fun. All right, and E. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so it's one of the ones that's currently out there. They've got 30 feet, having been ordered to focus on the one down there. They will. And so they're going to do 30 feet of movement towards Delaney.
Can't get there.
Okay, then they would do another javelin attack.
Go behind that sign.
Yep, so she have +2 to her AC for this. So that's 18 versus your 17 AC.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Oh, another horrible roll. A total of 4 damage. And Ovina.
Okay. Does my spiritual weapon have enough movement 20 feet to get to the guy on the back of the dragon?
Absolutely.
Okay. So as my... Is it a bonus action to move it? Yes.
It's a bonus action to hit.
Okay. So I will do that. Gonna try and hit him.
Got it.
23 to hit. 25.
Five.
Counting
Yes.
+2.
Yeah, that hits.
for 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a stool and see if I can.
All right. 7 force.
Okay, and then for my action, I will start muttering a prayer, and I grab the amulet that's around my neck. And as I'm praying, these green and sort of goldish fireflies start surrounding me as I cast Aura Vitality.
Ooh.
Love that one. Is that better, guys?
Oh, the overhead. Well, I think it's much better for the overhead.
Awesome.
And then for my movement, if possible, I'll kind of try and move between the dragon and actually no. I'm gonna stay where I am. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And then Venla.
The kind of odd alien face of her helmet is going to train itself on this dude on the back of the dragon. And she's just going to snarl out, "I don't think so." She's going to smack her bracer. And you're going to hear like this slow roll of thunder as the lightning starts in her gauntlet. Rumble, rumble, rumble. And she is going to use her advantage and reach out and grab this dragon by one of its claws.
Okay.
Please tell me you're gonna shot put a dragon.
All right. So this is Shocking Grasp? Or is this a different thing?
Thunder gauntlets.
Thunder Gauntlets. Okay. 13. All
All
right. That does not connect. Unfortunately, you go, and the scales on
Is
this
it plus
creature.
So
15.
but
Still
probably
going to
not
miss. Yeah. Aren't enough.
I can't
to
believe with
go through.
advantage I didn't make.
How it goes.
Not okay with
Anything else?
No, that's pretty much my turn.
Okay. All right. So the next soldier that was already out is going to continue to move on 30 feet.
Nope.
Nope. Will javelin throw. Only for 11. It hits off the controls. Next is Erevan.
Yeah, so you have to tell me if I can.
Shadow?
What's that?
Shadow? You mean Nightmare?
Dreamy nightmare?
No.
So I'm looking to restrain the dragon and the person riding the dragon. So I have I'm interested in casting Sleet Storm. In that the drag either in that area where the dragon is, or potentially web.
How big is
And I'm just not sure which would be a better choice depending on what's. I know with web you kind of have to sync it up with the web kind of has to be synced up with other
Yeah.
things around it.
how big is sleep?
Sleet Storm is a 40-foot radius.
Okay. If you get sleep storm, you're getting your allies.
Yep.
You do web, you can get just those two.
Okay. All right, that's important. So let's go with the web, and I think the Sleet Storm would have been more powerful, but let's go with the web, and let me cast that. So Aravan will motion with his hands, making spider-like movements, and eventually webbing will burst forth and he's sort of pointing directly towards the dragon and its mount, and he's trying to link the web up fully around the dragon and its mount and attaching it so that they are fully restrained.
Okay. All right. Everything that their saves happen at the start of their turns.
Okay. To be continued.
Very good. Anything else?
No, I really is Delaney. If I reach down, and she reaches up by any chance,
It's 20 feet.
okay, never mind. I'd really like to make her invisible, but that's not going to happen. That's my turn.
Did you have your familiar out? Well, plus you can't invisible anyway because you're the spell and it's usually action for web.
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. Okay, then we've got the last soldier that was already out. We'll run towards Delaney.
That one can actually get there.
Okay.
Closest to begin with.
All right. Then they're going to go ahead and now she doesn't have cover against him, but he will go ahead and do 2 longsword attacks.
This is gonna hurt.
15, I think hits you. Yep.
Just hits.
And 18. So we got 2 hits.
Oh no. Maybe I should have webbed them.
First hit is a total of 11 damage with 1 fire. So 11. And the next one is a total of 12. The slashes, this time really aiming at your hands and your arms, trying to disable you the best they can. Then we've got the 3 that are going to be added into what's happening because they took their last round to get moving. So they're come out. Now, what we have here, so there was one additional one that would have come out of the same place and moving 30 feet out from the one the dragon out came from. And yep. 2 from the building behind the dragon.
They're gonna have to make web saves.
They're not coming out that way. They're coming out below on the ground.
Has the gate not opened?
Takes a minute to open the gate. It's 10 rounds.
Okay.
And to have to start it.
Yeah, and she unlocked the gate. Or unlocked the mechanism for the gate. And then we've got from the other building there, the small one, another one will come out 30 feet.
I thought you said 3.
I say 3. All right, you're right. Thank you. I'm confused. Yeah.
They can't get past their buddy to get Delaney, FYI. There's kind of a bottleneck.
That's fine. I think seeing that situation, they're going to all do... They're ready to go, so they're each going to get 2 javelin throws. Only 2 get to do it right now, though. So, javelin, miss, javelin. Actually, that's right. Sorry, because they all have advantage on their attacks right now. That's a 17 and an 18. Just hits. 8, 15. That's total 17 damage. And then the second javelins. That's a 23, so that hits. And that's a 23, so that hits. So. Nine.
Oh, that's enough to take me down.
Yeah, that's all from one hit though. So yeah, so between those two, this last one will drop you to 0. So as 4 javelins hit hard in Delaney, coming over the gate mechanism down to her, pinning her to the ground. Nightmare.
All right. Miss Hand, could you please share that beautiful template, please?
Now you're fireballing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was trying to do something.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Well-
it's fine. I broke a figurine.
While you're figuring that, I'll start damage. Ooh, that's nice. 1 plus.
But
Okay.
well, wouldn't that perma-kill Delaney?
Shape sculpt spells. I can exclude up to 4 people.
You can exclude how many?
4.
And I'm gonna wing you over this way. That way you hit everybody.
Okay.
And you only have to get rid of those 4.
Yep.
Because there's only 4.
That
of
gets
them.
every enemy on the
It'll get
battlefield.
every enemy on the battlefield.
You got it.
I was
And-
trying to shape it so he was only hitting Delaney because I thought he could only shape her on 1.
And that
Delaney,
was
I'm taking you off the second so I can fix you.
an amazing damage roll. Can I have
Thanks,
everyone?
Hand.
Can I have everyone make DC 16 Dex saves or take 41 points of fire damage?
Nice. 41.
Oh, clutch.
I rolled a lot of 5s and 6s.
Okay. Amazing. Okay, so first. Okay. Me. And what? It's 16 is your DC?
Yes.
Okay.
That's like 20 points of damage if they save.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay. And then.
I
Okay,
got
so he's
really
resistant to fire.
That's about double my normal fireball damage.
Yeah, the dragon's resistant to fire, which one might expect.
Yeah, I think.
Well, he's red. What do you want? Delaney will be back in 5 to 6 minutes. Dropped her on the sign and I broke her leg.
However, its rider is not, and we'll take the full 41. Okay.
Jeez.
So every soldier besides the one on the dragon is dead.
Yes! That lets Ovina get down to help Delaney too. Perfect.
Because he's pretty sure he sees an angry dragon and rider looking at him, she's going to stand up.
Okay, yeah.
Then, um,
Hi, how you doing?
um,
My bad.
and say, "Hi, nice dragon," and end her turn.
Okay.
God, I hope that web's sick.
Me too.
Amazing. Okay, so
4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's another 6 dead. So we're up to 12 dead.
yes.
Nice. That's half that we know of. Done.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just updating the sheet here. We can go right to though while we're at it. Delaney, make your death save, please.
For a vitality, I think she has.
Okay, hold on.
Speaking of hope,
Oh, you're right. Smell coffee.
Roll nice die. 18.
Yay.
Nice. Perfect. So that is a success. see what this guy gets here. Oh, very good. Perfect. Okay. So, it's Delaney. And now it is the pair here. Man, that was not nice. So, okay, deck saves the beginning of their turn here is what we're looking for. And what's your spell save DC, Venla? Not Venla, Erevan.
Hold on. Um, 15.
15. Okay, so the rider saves, but the mount does not.
But the mount's dead, right?
No.
No,
No.
he's resistant to fire, so he hardly took any damage at all.
Yeah. Took 20 because he failed his save. So it was a good amount of damage. But okay.
Oh yeah. I got it confused.
Yep, you got it. So
the mount, so the dragon's webbed, is what you're saying? Is
yes.
yes. Okay.
Which is a beautiful thing.
It is a good thing.
That is very good. Okay. So see if that recharges, it does. Okay, and you stood up, right? Basically.
Me? Yeah.
Okay. So then what he will do is he'll go ahead and try to lance. He's going to use his lance against you, Erevan. For 16 to hit.
Still have shield up. It hasn't been his other turn again.
It has been.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Oh, we're up to +3 to hit, guys.
Yeah. So 16 hit Erevan?
Hold on. 13, 16. No, I have 16 with the mage with the armor.
So 16 would hit then. If it meets it, it beats it.
Oh, well then can I cast shield again with the
You
with
can.
another slot? Okay. Then I will cast shield again.
Okay. And then a 24 to hit.
Oh, well, there's nothing I can do against that.
Yeah. So that is going to be, wow, they got a 1 in the damage dice. That is 4 piercing and 3 fire for a total of 7.
Okay, so I'm down to 7.
And then I think seeing that, just going to order.
And who is it exactly that's attacking me right now? It was the person that was on top of the dragon, or
Yes.
okay. So that person did not make their that did successfully make their save against the web. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say the dragon here is going to go ahead and use their action to do a strength to try to get out.
Yes, we should.
See how that goes for them. It does not go well. They are still stuck trying to get out of the web, unable to do so. Now, from below, we have 3. Well, first of all, right now, 2 more soldiers are coming out. It's going to be 1, which is going to be somebody with a lance.
I don't have any lances. All right,
Okay.
swords.
Well, this is an officer, not a soldier, is what I'll tell you.
Okay, cool.
Comes on out with their 30 feet of movement.
From where?
The small building.
Small buildings. There are 4 buildings.
Okay.
They already have a map. They know what the rooms are. They come from A, B, C, D, or E.
E. I'm sorry. He's gonna come.
Fine. I'm gonna rearrange here.
Okay. The one that has the curved wall is what I'm trying to tell you.
That would be the other one. Hold on, I'm moving this guy down so that it's less confusing for everyone involved. The curved wall, he's coming.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Perfect. All right. That's that one. So he goes 30 feet. And where does he get running towards the action here? Okay, perfect. Then he will go ahead and do. There's nobody down, so he's going to aim up at some of the standing folks. Yeah, he's going to know enough to recognize someone with healing issues because he's an officer. So he will aim at Ovina. Which I think misses 17. So that will miss Ovina. She's able to dodge Susie. That's one off. Able to do that. And then a soldier will come from nearby.
Pick a room.
It's going to be that larger room, the barracks.
This one.
Yep. We're going to come and immediately go to the controls and like actively guard them. And go ahead and do a javelin at Venla for a 19, which misses. And I guess 2 javelins. Try another one. Nope, that's natural 1. Ovina, it is your turn.
Awesome. So Ovina will sort of whisper at a couple of the fireflies that are circling her, and they will fly off towards Erevan, and we'll do my bonus action from the Aura of Vitality to heal 2d6 plus. So a total of 9 hit points to Erevan.
Well, thank you.
Then for my movement, I'd like to slide down the rope to get to Delaney. And then I will crush some herbs in my hand, sprinkling them over Delaney as they begin to float, and cast Cure Wounds as my action.
Nice.
And I cast it at 2nd level. Cure Wounds, Bobby, not Healing Word. They're 2 different dice.
Yes, they are.
Total of 15 to Delaney.
Nice.
Thank you.
And then if I have movement left, I'll try and position myself between Delaney and the guy guarding the control.
Kinda did that already for you.
Cool. Then thank you, Art Department, for knowing exactly what I was going to want to do.
I'm pretty used to you, Bobby, at this point. I think.
And that'll end my turn.
Nice. Venla.
All right. Her hand is still crackling. Now I can reach out for this thing without getting webbed, yes?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
You could just
She's
reach up
going
and
to-
touch a wing.
Yeah, she's going to reach up and like grab onto a wing.
All
So
right.
it's
With
+3 now to hit.
an advantage because it is restrained.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excellent. Maybe this time I can hit it. 25 plus 3.
Yeah,
28.
that'll hit.
Yes!
And oh, I've got to do my damages, don't I? Okay. Oh, and you know, I did something stupid. That's 9 points of damage. I forgot I have second attack. So let's do that one more time.
There you go.
Yeah,
I forgot my last turn about that. 22 plus 3, so 25.
Nice. That hits.
And that's
Nice.
10 damage.
Very good.
And I think she's just going to stay where she is and be a nuisance in the face of this dragon. And that will be her turn.
All right. The last soldier that's coming on this round is going to run out of the barracks, see the situation, get as close as they can, and going to javelin onto some Ovina. Actually, can they get to melee with Ovina or not?
Not the way I put it.
And also on the
From
off
there.
chance that dragon gets free, it has disadvantage attacking anyone but me.
Okay. You got it. Okay.
Because I kind of positioned her where the Delaney, like the sign's here, Delaney's here, and then
Okay, so melee
he
or
had to
no?
go around. He couldn't come through this way. He had to go
Okay.
around because it's like
All right, then just 2 javelins. First one misses Ovina, hits the wall. Ting! Next one, 17, whizzes by her ear. Whoom! Still unable to hit. And Ervan, it is your turn.
Yeah, so what's up on... It's me, Venla, and Nightmare up on the higher grounds, right? And we're with a dragon and the rider, is that correct?
correct.
And then what is below with Ovina and Delaney? Because right now I'm thinking about casting Hypnotic Pattern, and I just need to know where to
1, 2,
place it.
3.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't web concentration and hypnotic pattern
Oh my gosh.
concentration?
Hold
Both
on.
concentration.
Okay. I thought web was just done once I cast it. Hold on. Good lord.
Web is concentration.
Yeah, it is. Boy.
And web
So,
is
so honestly,
right
I need
now.
a... Give me a Constitution save throw right now, because you did get hit the one time. After you cast web.
Oh, sure. Well, that didn't go well. 5.
5. Okay, web's gone anyway.
So
Yeah.
do I need to go back and
I am not
redo
going to
my-
do all of that.
Okay, thank you.
But he is at disadvantage if he tries to attack anyone. but
Correct.
So if the web is gone, I will cast. I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. Is there a way to target as many of the enemies as possible?
What's hypnotic pattern? I.
Twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within
30-foot
range. Range is 120 feet.
I just found it. Can you safety spell or no?
Can you sculpt spell around or no? I don't think you
Thank you.
can.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So if we, you can get these 3 without getting any allies, but you can't get the dragon or his rider.
I would worry
Okay.
about the 3 on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm most concerned with. So let's do that.
You got it. What's the save? Wisdom 16?
It
Or
is a
15.
wisdom 15.
15 for you. Very good. Okay. All right. The commander down there fails,
Woohoo! Armed button.
as does the one. Okay. So 2 of them fail.
Which one failing? The one guarding or the one that was attacking?
The guardian and the commander.
Okay, so they essentially are charmed for
We're gonna do nothing.
the duration. They're incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
until their damage.
Correct.
Yep. Perfect.
I found my pattern for it.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Nightmare.
All right. Nightmare's going to peek over the edge and say, "Oh, you're still alive, are we, dearie?" And from her fingers, she's going to fire off this white, icy-looking thing as she casts Rhymes Binding Ice.
Okay.
Con 16 saving throw.
Okay, and that's on the Dragon and Rider?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. That is 15. So that does not meet your DC for the dragon. And 13. So they both fail that one.
Well, I'm glad it's got a secondary effect. Their speeds are 0 because I have 3d8, it's 3 damage.
Okay, so it makes both their speeds 0.
We'll just put red on them. I'm just using all the colors of the
Perfect.
rainbow.
Anything else?
Back away from the edge.
Okay. Delaney.
Okay. So, I guess the first thing I'm going to do is stand up.
You got it.
Plan.
And then the next thing I'm going to do, since the guy is incapacitated, he can't stop me, I'm going to start the gate mechanism.
You got it. Okay. So we are officially starting the gate.
And then, since he's standing right there and practically in front of me, can I hit him? Can I attack him?
So it's a winch and a Gatling. So if
Oh,
you're doing
okay.
this, it's going to
Okay,
be hard to do this.
Then that's my turn.
Plus 4 to hit, guys.
Okay. With speed of 0. We're gonna lance at Nalfane.
That's gonna be a disadvantage.
Why? She hit the dragon, not the
I just thought
You mean
about
Aravan?
it.
Aravan. I'm sorry. Yeah, Aravan. My bad. So first one, natural 1. Second one, 23.
Oh my god. And who is it that's attacking me?
Rider.
The rider.
But I thought that they had that ice.
Their speed is 0.
Yeah.
They can
Okay.
still attack.
They can still attack you.
Okay.
And the lance has reach.
So that is a total of 10 damage. And is the other officer that's down there, is he within melee of either Ovina or
He would have to take one step forward to get in the
Okay.
melee with Avina. And not get in melee.
we're not
with,
going to mess with that right now. And that's going to be this creature. It's a 0 speed. Yeah, it's just going to go ahead and attack Venla. Or attempt to here. Miss. And miss. the claws of this creature going at you, only to hit upon your armor.
And when it does, each time those claws scathe across her armor, you're going to see the bull in her shoulder flare up
Ooh.
and flare up.
I love it, love it, love it. All right.
Aw.
Okay, so now the one thing it's actually. Yeah. Perfect. Ovian, is your turn.
Awesome. Since my aura is a sphere, 30-foot sphere,
Yeah.
would Aravan still be in my range?
I believe so. I think Han can check
It's a
us.
sphere.
Yep, a sphere.
30-foot radius sphere?
Yep.
Hey guys, this is a 20-foot radius.
Okay. So that's
centered,
yeah.
but yeah.
So the only one not in a 20-foot is Nightmare. I think with a 30-foot, you'd hit Nightmare too.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
So I'm going to use the bonus action to do healing from the Aura Vitality. Again, she'll whisper as two fireflies, a green and a goldish one, fly off towards Erebon, and that is for 16 points of healing.
Oh my god, thank you.
And then
Y'all are killing it.
she's gonna walk up to the one that is down there by myself, and she's gonna take an attack with her
Just
warhammer.
realize how much shorter she
Okay,
is.
there's the one that's not incapacitated, right?
Correct, one that is not incapacitated. Yep.
Got it. Go for Warhammer.
He comes up to his chest. Really, she was so...
We're up to what on the board?
+4.
So that's a 15 to hit.
That's going to miss.
Okay. And so that's all my turns. That's all my stuffs.
Yeah. So, sorry, Erevan, I need to get better at this with you. I'm very used to players keeping track of their concentration when they get hit. I need you to do another Constitution saving throw
Oh,
for hypnotic pattern. I'm not used to calling for it.
Oof, 9.
Okay. So hypnotic pattern is gone. And since we're not too far, I am going to let these others take their turns. Because I already did that for the other thing. Okay. If he can, the officer wants to flank Ovina. Okay. Then he'll advantage. So 24 to hit.
Why does he have advantage?
Did you say he could or could not flank?
Not.
Could not.
Silvery
Oh,
barbs.
yeah, I was about to say that.
Yep. Which is fine. That'd be a miss. I believe. Let me look at Ovina actually. So Ovina's AC 18.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So taking advantage. That attack turns out to be an 18. So that hits.
Okay.
And the second attack is 22.
Okay.
So someone else can silvery barbs if they want, because both of you.
I
tried
will
silvery on
silvery
that one.
barbs the second attack.
Okay. 20.
Keep your your healer alive.
Okay, so both hit things
Oh
hit
my God.
regardless. That sucks. So that is 4 and 3 for 7. And then 8 and 1 for a 9. So a total of 16 from those two.
So I did
Then-
make 2 concentration checks.
Yes.
I have Warcaster, so I get advantage.
Woohoo!
So what? That's. I got a 10 on the first one,
Yep.
and 10 on the second one.
They both save. That's what
Yep.
you needed.
All you need.
Ovina will say, "Your god is not the only god in this fight."
All right. And I'm not the only one who's nearby, as he causes the one nearby you to be able to strike out with their reaction.
So rude.
For a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Swords burn with dragon fire. It is 7 slashing plus 6 fire for a total of 13. So another con save.
That is a total of 17.
Perfect. All right. Then there's going to be some regular attacks from the soldier. 19, which hits.
You were rolling ridiculous.
And 19 that hits. So you notice they are going very well. They seem to be very emboldened. They all have advantage. You don't exactly know why. But it seems these have something the other ones did not.
Officer.
And so
How many rounds till the gates open?
a
It's
few.
like 9.
9.
Oh.
Actually, I need to do this way. So, okay. So the total here is 18 damage that you're taking from the 2 strikes, but you just need it's 2 attacks with 2 con saves of 10.
Cool. 2 con saves. That's an 18 on the die.
Nice.
And a natural 20 on the die.
There you go. All right, so that was that, and Ovina's your turn. So Venla, it is your turn now.
It's about time.
So I give advantage to Venla for my silvery barbs.
Okay. And I'm going to keep that other advantage for myself. And I am
So,
going
so the
to
thing
make-
is, so you gave it to Venla, right?
Yes.
But I have
believe so.
2 attacks.
Correct, but they both function on the next roll. The way
Oh,
silvery
okay,
barbs
so
is
don't-
worded, so you can't stack them.
Okay. Don't
then-
give me that advantage, then give that to someone else.
Okay.
Because I was going to just take the advantage from mine on my attack.
So between Ovina and Delaney, who goes next?
Delaney.
Okay, I'll give it to Delaney.
All right. So, first-
No, hold
No.
it because I'm working the gate.
Right.
Okay.
You give it to everyone.
Right.
Just pick someone to give it to that doesn't have it.
Okay.
Because it works for saves too. It's the next roll. So it's just sort of however you want to do it.
Well, it's either Ovina or Alex. So whoever.
Give it to Alex.
I'll give it to Alex.
Ovina needs it more. I'm sorry. Fine, I'll take it. I'm not going
Ben,
to.
let's take your turn.
Sorry.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Okay, first attack on the dragon. This one is at advantage. Where is my... Once again, her gauntlet is going to flare and rumble. And she is going to reach up toward that wing again. If I can... Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. I apologize. 29.
Yeah, 29 hits. This is against the dragon.
This is against the dragon, yes. 7 points of damage.
Okay, very good.
Is this even starting to look affected or bloody or...
Yeah, it's looking bad.
Okay. Then I am just going to soldier on, and I will try one more attack. I will reach out and grab at his wing again. 19 plus 5, so 24.
Yeah, it hits.
For 9 damage.
Okay.
And it cannot attack anyone else without disadvantage.
Darn right, but how do you want to kill it?
Yes.
The thunder is going to roll, and you're literally going to see, you know, like if you look at a Tesla, the Tesla effect on one of those Tesla things, it's going to be, her gauntlet is just going to spark like that, and it's going to set the wing of this dragon in an electrical fire before it collapses to the ground.
Not to be that person, but they are both with a slow or 0 movement. Does he have to make a dex save to not be trapped underneath a dead dragon?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I was asking about the rider. Get a 0.
Oh, the rider, yeah.
That would be nice.
I was just asking.
Yep.
I'm doing my thing.
But at any rate, that will be Venla's turn, and she's just gonna, her implacable metal stare is just gonna focus on Mr. Dragon Rider.
Okay. Yeah, they succeeded on a dex save to not be trapped.
Are they prone or are they still standing?
No, they're good. They're good.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. Okay. So dragon's gone, and we've got the soldier. Yeah, who's going to step forth and attack Delaney.
Yeah, there's one guy that can do that. Look how they're cowering behind.
That
this
is
thing.
16.
Does she still have partial cover from being behind the control?
No, because he's stepping right up to her.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Okay. Very cool.
No, that's not cool, but sure.
It's a total of 13 damage. It takes it in, and as you're there, just slides a sword into your side, takes it back out for a second attack.
I don't like him.
For 23 to hit.
God damn it.
For
Whatever he does, it's going to take me down.
yeah, it's 4 damage. Then getting the last bit down. All right. Erevan.
And so there's how many attacking Ovina and Delaney?
1 on Delaney, 2 on Ovina.
Actually see now from the other camera because that dragon's gone.
And one of them's an officer.
I think the one on the dragon is an officer too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I am gonna cast Sleet Storm on them, even if it affects.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's the one that's
Okay.
30 radius, right?
Yeah. Let me look it up. It's a 40-foot radius,
yeah, it's gonna hit all of them.
centering on a point I choose.
You can hit all of them and miss the 3 of you that are up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Still hitting this idiot. That means
Yeah, so it's a 40-foot radius,
Yeah.
centered on a point you choose within range.
So Delaney, well, Delaney's down, so that doesn't matter. But
Yeah, I'm just trying to buy time.
So, I mean, I think given its range, you could probably get it so it doesn't hit any of you on the wall.
yeah, that's what I said. It's not.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
that was,
cool.
That was my goal.
Okay, perfect. So this happens when a creature starts its turn in the area. It will have to make the deck save.
Real quick, do you want to move out of this dude's range?
Yes. The Lancer, you mean? The one that was...
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and it is going to get to Ovina, right?
Yeah, it's gonna hit Ovina. It's
Okay,
gonna hit all
so
of
I
you.
just want you to be aware, Jeff, in case you didn't see this,
Yeah.
that means that immediately at the start of Avina's turn, she has to make a save or lose concentration if she's in the sleep storm.
I mean...
Do what you're going to do. I just wanted you to know.
Does
Yeah,
Sleep cause
It's
damage?
cool. Do what you got to do.
Okay.
Does it
I just didn't want you to not know it. That's all I was saying. If you knew it, then it's no worries.
No, I'm aware. I just feel like...
Okay,
we need
perfect.
more
Then
time
we're-
for us to get
Yeah,
down there.
I wasn't asking you to reconsider. I just wanted you to make sure you knew
Yeah.
yourself. Perfect. All right. Anything else?
No, but I will move away from the Lancer. That's
right.
left up top.
He'll take an up attack then.
This guy's brutal.
Yeah.
And by this guy, I mean you, Matt.
So how far do you move away, actually?
As far as I can.
Okay. Cool. So he'll try to lance out at you.
Oh no. Darn it, I can't do what I want to do because Ovina's before me in turn order. Damn it.
Okay, so that's a 19 to hit.
And do I have any left to cast shield? Yes, I will cast shield.
Okay. Goes against the shield. Very good. All right. Nightmare.
All right. Seeing this craziness, she's going to go ahead and try and send it more gluten-free missiles at the Lancer, the commander on the wall.
You got it.
Yeah, that's bad. What's the plus on the board?
4.
All right. So
Can't
that's
see it
going
on
to
either
be
one. It's fine.
that's
Actually, no,
going
it's either.
that's going to be an 18 to hit then.
There. Go back to
All right.
the other shot.
18 misses. So it hits the armor.
All right. Yeah. Second one's a 26,
That hits.
and third one, none of those matter because I take damage.
Oh, the whole spell cancels.
Yep. Hit. Got him nat 1, so I
Okay.
take 3 damage.
Okay.
There, I fixed it so everyone in chat can see.
Okay.
Hey, art department, is that counting the one that I took? Because I did take one from chat.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Thank you.
All right. Anything else, Nightmare?
Would it be possible for him to jump onto the roof of that next building? Would that be only a 10-foot drop-ish?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot drop.
Alright. She
This
will.
one over here?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, yeah, let's go ahead and take that break.
I was just going to ask because my food is sitting on the counter waiting for me.
Sorry about that.
Everybody needs to pee!
All right. We'll be back in 15. Phew!
I have to say that was cruel and unusual torture. I've been sitting here smelling the filet mignon for the last 20 minutes.
Oh, I feel so bad.
It's like hard to resist the siren call of the delicious beef waiting for me.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you there.
Friday night is generally my treat night.
Yeah, sadly, Friday night's normally the lazy night. Like tonight, I made tacos because they're quick and easy.
Oh, nice. Arc 2 is going to have like a weapons customization and modding system. It'll still be a year before I play it, just because it'll take that long for there to be decent mods to make it playable. Because I know Wildcard.
Which book are you talking?
Arc 2, specifically the new arc that's coming out,
Okay.
which is the dinosaur survival game.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've been playing the original arc pretty much since it came out. But mostly on, actually all on private modified servers, because the official servers are cancer. I wish that saving throw, that Silvery Barb's inspiration advantage had gone to Ovina, because it's their next roll, and their next roll is going to be a save.
That's why I was going to try and send it that way, because at first I didn't even know what I was going to cast, but most of my stuff is always AoEs or saving, like making other people do saving throws. That's why I was going to have it go that route.
Well, I luckily get advantage on Constitution saving throws for my spell, and I have a inspiration from chat, so I can use that for the deck save.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but
I felt
doesn't.
that.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, it doesn't Sleet Storm damage.
No, because if it did, that would have been really, really bad for Delaney.
Yeah, no, it was. I'm sorry. It
Okay.
was just a terrain thing.
Okay, that's what I was concerned about, because I'm like, there's going to be all this damage going down there.
No, I was just trying to buy time for us to go down, basically. It basically, from what I've never cast it before. It's one of the ones I picked up with the level up, and it looks like it just makes difficult terrain, causes. And I thought it would be good, especially in this campaign with dragons breathing fire, etc. So the area is heavily obscured. Exposed flames in the area are doused. The ground in the area is covered with slick ice, making it difficult terrain. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, it falls prone. And then spellcasters are adversely affected, obviously. So it's a little bit of an area of effect kind of thing.
All right. Hold back, ready to go. Delaney, give me a death save.
All right. Ten.
Okay, it's a success.
By the way, Matt, two things. One, slow is down. And two, do you have damage for the 10-foot fall?
You did slow?
Like previously, but because I took the 3 points of damage, I rolled my con save and it's down
Okay.
because I failed it.
Okay.
On it.
Good.
Means we're also +5 to hit.
All right. Gotcha.
Is that just us, or do they get +5 too?
Just
Nope,
you.
Just us.
Okay, I was just confirming. That's how I thought it worked.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well,
He's
because
evil.
with
He's
it-
not that
I was gonna
evil.
But I was gonna say, with the way he's been rolling, that
Yeah.
was a valid question.
Yeah.
It's all good. All right, so now let's see here. Your things from Rhyme's Ice. It's free to move now, right?
Sorry, yes, it wasn't slow. It was
It was
Rhyme's
Rhyme's Ice.
Yeah. Yep.
So I kind of thought. I was like,
Yep.
Give me a second. Okay, so he's free to go. Bloodied. He's got.
He's got to do the same for the other thing, though. The sleep storm. Starts the turn.
I thought he wasn't in the sleet storm.
No, everyone's in the sleep storm except for the three
Oh.
people that were up high.
He's up high.
He's up
He's
high.
not one of our people.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I
Perfect.
dropped the letter. Now I can't find it.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, so deck save. That's a natural 1, so he will fall prone.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Perfect.
Falling
Okay.
prone is advantage on melee attacks against them. Yes.
Oh yeah, so to start his turn, first if he falls prone, so he will use half his movement to stand up, and then, it's kind of at the edge there. So he's going to go ahead and, yeah, get up the wall. I think to where, because there's a friendly one of the PCs that, up above him, right?
No, Nightmare jumped down over on this side.
Okay, I can tell who. Oh, that's just where you put him. Okay, he's going to go 20 feet towards. I think that's Venla and Baron.
You have 20 left?
Mhm.
I'm using half to stand up? Okay.
Or sorry, 15. My bad.
So just with the spell that says the area is heavily obscured and covered with slick ice, making it difficult terrain.
Oh, difficult terrain. Thank you.
Ha!
All right.
Get back another foot.
So is he still in it or no?
Yes.
Okay.
It basically it goes like this.
Perfect. Okay.
I lost the number.
In that case, he will have disadvantage to strike at Venla, which is unlikely to hit. And does not hit. Very good. All right. Now the one on the ground is in it, so they will
All
make
of
a
the
deck
daddies are
save
in it.
as well. Fails the deck save.
He'll go prone, and
Yeah.
then he'll get back up.
Stand up, but he's right next to Ovina.
Yeah.
So he will strike at Ovina. 13 misses. And 18. So it just hits.
Yep.
So that is going to be 13 damage.
Is this the same round we were in, or a new round?
From
This is a
when?
new round, isn't it?
It is.
No,
I have not used it.
I will silvery barbs that attack.
Unfortunately, you cannot see that attack
Heavily obscured.
because it's heavily obscured area.
Crap.
Vena's down.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Out of curiosity,
And Venla doesn't even know that.
out of curiosity, would he know that since he's the one that cast it?
Wait, he knows it. But he can't. That's way too, because this is just the moment of someone attacking.
What
What are you asking?
I'm asking if the person who cast it knows that because he as well can silverly barb.
But he can't see either.
Sometimes they rule differently depending on who cast.
Yeah, no.
That's what I was asking.
Nope.
Thanks, art department.
Yes, I do appreciate that because there are a lot of class abilities. like a lot of crazy things.
I feel like I'm in like a really weird position because I was already thinking of going down, but now I feel like you think it's going to be metagamey because it's obscured.
No, because you both said
No.
during
You
break
know
that
there's
you were
danger
going-
down there. I don't care. I don't think that's metagame at all. I would say it was metagame if it was like, oh wait, in the middle of this attack that I can't see, I drop concentration.
And again,
Well, and
So
and to be-
that was my that was what I thought Edward was asking. That's what I was referring to.
And to be quite frank, I didn't necessarily think that if something, I'm not even sure I would have cast it if I had known that if something fell prone, they could just get right back up. That kind of breaks the spell, in my opinion. I wouldn't even have picked the spell if I had known that something could just fall prone and just immediately get up on the same turn.
is what it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It is what it is. It's all good. Live and learn.
Yeah,
But I just realized I can't even Misty Step down there because I can't see down there, can I?
Nope, but you can jump down, and there's a rope.
this is what I'll let you do. If you want, well, let me do this turn and then I'll talk to you. I'm trying to keep combat moving. I know this is rough. Okay.
I dropped the number and I can't see it.
All right, this dude. Looks like he's in melee. He's the one that was
I found it.
on Ovina as well. He is close enough to know that she fell. Okay. Cool.
Did he make his save?
I'm doing that currently.
Look, I have one job.
I'm totally fine with this. So mixed save. So it goes down to 15. So he'll take essentially 5 feet towards where he remembers the controls being. Well, no, he saw Delaney fall actually. Bobby, I don't want to do this.
Matt, what would the bad guy do?
He's going to attack with advantage on your corpse or your maybe soon to be corpse. All right.
Would it be advantage since it's obscured? He might know where she is, but I argue that it's a straight roll.
Heavily obscured. When you're right next to them, you can see. Got 5 feet.
I still argue.
That's all you want.
I would feel like you wouldn't have advantage, but
I've got no sound.
It's prone. Dirty 20. So that's 2 failed death saves.
Son of a-
And only a 14 on the advantage. Okay. So concentration is dropped because you're down. Very good. And Ovina, death save.
Use inspiration.
God, make this. Yes, use inspiration, please.
You
Take one of
use
the
inspiration
inspos.
on death saves?
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
I've always allowed that.
It's a con save, right? No, it's just straight roll.
It's a straight roll.
I rolled an 8 and a 7.
So that's a fail.
Son of a bitch, Bob.
Great.
They were GM Balo dice.
Those actually tend to roll well, honestly.
Normally they do.
Like, actually, it's really good. All right. We'll get to that.
Oh, Manny.
Venla.
Done with you.
Now, at this point, I will say, Erevan, if you would like to drop concentration, you may.
Yeah, sure. I
Okay.
do.
Okay. So, Venla, you may see.
And it also means I can walk normally, correct? With my kinetic jaunt. So I have 40 feet of movement speed.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
Okay.
the difficult terrain's gone. 3 storms up. So,
And is this 5 feet away from me?
art department.
What's 5 feet away from her?
How far away from me is the guy on the wall?
Oh, he's 10.
He's 10 feet away. I'll move forward so that I can attack him. And that is.
Awesome.
Here we go. Natural 20
Nice.
for 11 damage. So does that get doubled?
The dice get doubled.
Well, it only rolled 1d8 plus 4, according to this.
Okay, so you roll another d8 and add it to that.
Okay, excellent. Well, wouldn't it be 1d8 plus 4, or do I just get a d8?
No. Crits only double the dice, not the
Okay.
modifiers.
I don't crit very often. That's
It's
why I
okay.
get
You're fine. I'm good.
11
I'm not.
plus another 7. So that's
Okay.
18 damage to him.
Hey, Ian, how do you want to kill him?
She is just going to reach up with that gauntlet and crunch his neck in her hands.
Nice.
And then how far up are we?
20.
20 feet.
20 feet?
There's a rope
How much
goes
damage?
down, though.
How much? But I want to be at the
2d6
How much-
if you fall.
2d6 from 20 feet.
Mhm.
How far down the rope can I get?
You get the
with
whole
the
way.
rest
if
of
you
my
want.
30 feet. So I can get all the way down, but I don't
Oh,
have to
so
climb.
sorry, because you're 30 feet. So because you went.
Right.
Technically, it's not climbing if you use it like a fireman's pole.
It's climbing.
You're no
In the
fun.
How
game
far-
rules. So you have
You're
30.
no fun!
You have 30 feet of movement left.
I have 30 feet of movement left, yes.
Okay, so you'd get 15 feet down.
And what would the damages be from dropping 5 feet?
None.
None.
Right.
She's going to drop down right in the middle at the bottom of the rope where these other effers are and be like, "Hi, boys." And that will be her turn.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so we've got the other soldier here. Now that there is a active combatant, they will definitively focus on them. So we're going to move to do longsword. Both attacks are going to bounce off the armor. Cannot get to you. And then Erevan.
So if I were able to reach Ovina with a healer's kit, no, you're shaking your head no. Okay.
She's permanently dead. We have to have Revivify, and none of us has that spell to bring her back.
Delaney, on the other hand,
Delaney can.
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
heal her
is Delaney
attack,
down?
Delaney, yeah, she's down too.
I didn't know that. Okay.
With a
So-
healer's kit, you could stabilize Delaney.
Okay, so I am going to attempt to go down the rope and try to get to Delaney. I can't believe the situation we're in.
Can I just say, Bobby, I think you cursed yourself earlier by saying, I have a whole long line of characters lined up.
Listen.
I just think Bobby is arguing with Ross over how many deaths they can have per
All
one
right.
campaign.
So is Erevan? Can Erevan get next to Delaney? Is that even possible? Okay. All right. Then you can use your action to apply the healer's kit.
Yes, that's what I will do.
Okay. Delaney is stabilized.
And that's my turn.
All right. Very good. And then I am just going to time out for one second just to say this. I just want to make sure if there's anything in my voice, I'm not mad or irritated at anybody. I'm not frustrated at all. I'm just moving with the combat. So please don't read anything into anything.
I, on
if
the
that has
other
happened.
hand, am upset.
She's upset with me. All right. Nightmare, go ahead.
Well, to try and find a enemy, Nightmare's going to get on that wooden building to go and take a look to see one of the enemies.
And he's got to get on the roof.
Yeah. And then upon seeing the shape the battle's in and the state of the doors, he's just going to go with it and reach up into the air and fire up a firebolt, knowing it'll be at least 4 rounds before anyone can get there. And her turn.
Yeah. Well, the gate hasn't been moved in a while.
I know.
Okay, so flare goes up. Very good.
It hasn't been going up. Delaney, before she died, set it to go up.
It's a crank. It has to be actively cranked.
Cranking it. It's like here. Delaney got it to here before she went unconscious.
So
Yeah.
basically, Raven's forces are useless to us.
Yeah, get the gate open. Delaney stabilized. All right, we got the officer down here now having other people to mess with. He sees a robed individual. He is not messing around. Can he get a... He just needs to get within 10 feet, but he'll get within to go to Aravan there.
He could try, but he's going to take an opportunity attack.
In order to do that?
Venla dropped right on top of him.
Okay. If he's right there, then... If he's right where Venla... I didn't realize he was right next to Venla. All right, then he will attack Venla.
Come at me.
Miss. And miss. Are either of the two soldiers near?
One is.
One is next to it. So, because he's going to go ahead and have them use their reactions to attack.
Because he can get in there. This guy would have to step over a dead body to get to Venla.
Okay, so 17 on Aravan.
I'm sorry, how much?
17 to hit. Is that it, Aravan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just see if I can use shield again. Hold on. Yeah, I cast shield one last time.
Okay, very good. So now is that same soldier's turn. He's going to strike. That's a natural 20.
Against.
Aravan.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Silver barbs.
Okay. 16. Shield's still up, so that misses. And 13. Very good. Venla, it is your turn.
Oops, I was talking and I had the thing off. How many of them can I reach? I've got... Are they all within my graspy reach?
Our department. 2 are.
2 are? What about the officer guy? Because her
He's
focus
right
is on the
next to
officer
you.
guy.
Yeah, he's right next
This
to
is
you.
the officer.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's one of the ones I can grab.
Mhm.
All right. She is going to...
Matt, switch to the other camera. I'm going to remove a wall so it's easier.
Yep.
I am going to, I think, grab one of those inspirations.
Okay.
And shock him with my Thunder Gauntlet, hopefully. At advantage.
All right.
Roll it. Oh, yeah, 14 plus 5, so 19?
19. It blocks it with his shield.
Oh, are you
Are
kidding?
you doing +6?
Oh, is it plus 6? It would be
+6.
20. Dirty
20.
20 then.
All right. That's going to hit.
Oh, yes. 12 damage, max damage.
Nice.
All right. And then she is going to reach out to the other guy for her second attack. And attack him with her Hot Thunder Gauntlet.
Nice.
And shocking, 21 plus 6 is a 27 for 8 points of damage. So they're
Okay.
both going to just feel this thundery electric charge jolt through their bodies, and it'll draw all their attention to her.
Okay, so those two that were right next to you. Perfect. So they have to
Yes.
continue to attack you.
Or have
last-
disadvantage.
Right. Yeah, they're going to do so. Here we go. Attack. Miss. Dirty 20.
That actually meets.
All right. Will be a total of 13 damage as a sword finally gets through your armor. Gets blood.
You scratched my armor. I'll make it up to you.
All right. Irvin, are you at 0?
I am not.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
I think it hit at all, so you should have a.
I didn't think I was, but
Yeah, I don't know why it says you are. Maybe you hit something? Because I don't think
shouldn't
you
be at
did.
0. What
No, you
was the
shouldn't
last
be.
amount of damage that you gave
You
me?
shielded it.
Yeah.
He shielded
You're
I don't know
fine.
what-
You're up. I don't know what
I
happened.
barbsed it.
Yeah. I don't know why. I'm putting myself at 7 because that's what I think it was.
Okay, perfect. Then it's your turn.
I have to give someone advantage too.
Yeah, what do you want to do? What are you giving it?
Who's up next in turn order? Of the three of us?
I think I'm going right now. Hold on. I don't know why I can't get this back up.
You have the advantage then.
All right, I'm casting. God damn, I'm out of slots.
If you have Toll the Dead, this would be a great time to use it.
Aravin's gonna cast. You said there's like a commander out of all these. How many are left?
There are 3 soldiers currently alive.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on the one closest to me.
Okay. This gentleman.
And
That wisdom or intelligence save?
that's an intelligence 15.
8.
And let's see, 1d6. Hold on.
One d6 damage. It should be 2d6 because you're level 5.
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch that. We will. So he takes 5 damage and 5 psychic damage, and I think he also has disadvantage. Subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw.
Okay, sorry, how much psychic was that?
5,
5?
and he's going to subtract 4 from his next saving throw if he
Yep.
makes a saving throw.
Sounds good. Anything else?
No, I'm actually going to start climbing the rope back up.
Okay. That is going to be opportunity attack, so you know.
Mm,
Your shield is down currently because it was your turn.
okay, I'll just stay put.
Okay. Nightmare, it's your turn.
All right. Would I be able to capture everyone in a Nope, not an 15-foot cone isn't enough to hit everyone. Isn't enough to get them because I'm 20 feet in the air, correct?
Right.
Alright. Going to go ahead and cast Firebolt on the captain then.
I mean, unless you wanted to jump and land.
Yep.
If you want to do a heroic, like, boom, and
Yep.
fire, you definitely could do that.
No, I'm staying in the air. Thank you very much. I like the walls.
You got it. Firebolt on captain.
Yep. That's going to be a 20 something or other to hit.
Hits.
And then that's going to be, I think that's a +6 on the die, so that's 33 to hit. Oh no, what am I doing?
I don't know.
I got the wrong character in my head. Sorry, my mind's gone. Damage for Firebolt for the hit. That's 15 damage. 8 and 7 equals 15. Yep.
This Firebolt's 2d8? Wait,
2d10.
2d10? Wait, what's Firebolt?
According to
2d10.
my thing, it's
2d10?
2d10.
Okay. 17. Done. Now, anything else?
Get back up 10 feet so I'm not right by the edge in case something has reached that might be able to hit me. And then
Got
end
it.
the turn.
Yeah. Alright, Delaney stable. Officer.
+7 to hit.
Yep, we're at +7. And officer.
That thankfully helps me keep track of how much of my kinetic jaunt is left as well.
Yeah. Natural 20 on Venla.
I can't. Can I shield natural 20s? I don't
nope.
have a reaction.
Right, so.
Okay, I'm gonna have to eat that. Ow.
But yeah, no, crits. Even with the shield, one would meet the AC, but 2 crits automatically hit. That goes for you and them. So Lance comes in here. Oh, really bad actually for 7 plus 6 for a 13. And then a 23 to hit. For 9 more damage.
Oh boy.
All right. He can't give orders this turn. So, Dragon Army Soldier. This one is over on Erevan. Comes with a sword. 11. Which misses. Second strike. 16. So he still misses you, right?
A 16 will hit.
16 hits. All right. Strikes you burning for a total of 9 damage.
So I'm down.
All right.
I rolled 2 14s for my constitution for my con saves.
Okay, that'll keep you up. Very good. Then that's your turn.
This is not good, guys. Well, the only thing that I can do is heal myself at this point because I've only got 18 hit points left. I am going to burn my other second level spell slot.
Okay.
No, actually, I am going to burn that second level spell slot. The bull is going to flare up, and it's going to be like, and she's going to split into several hers.
Nice. Is this blur?
Mirror image.
Mirror image. Very nice.
And you're going to have to explain to me exactly how it works because I don't. I've never done it before.
Yeah,
so.
When they strike out, what you
2 or 3?
I think she gets 3 on that.
Yeah, let me check. How many does?
All right. Anything else?
3
with your turn?
illusory duplicates. I wish I had a heal potion. I don't have any kind of healing potion, do I? No, I don't. Nope, that's going to be my turn, but at least I have a chance of maybe surviving till the next round. Because if I go down, we're all going down.
Okay. So this one you gave your taunt to essentially, so it's going to go to strike. So we'll see. Nope. And next, 20, which does do it. And let me look at this.
I can't remember my image.
So I'll pull up mirror image for you. Yeah,
Wait,
so
wait.
basically,
Was it a natural 20 or a
it was,
dirty 20?
it was a dirty 20.
Then I will shield.
Okay. You got it. Then Ervan, now you're 0, so death save.
I'm sorry, what?
One at 20.
You're at 0, right?
I was, yeah. So
Okay.
what am I rolling?
Sure, a d20.
Have you taken an inspiration from the chat?
No.
Take it and roll
So
advantage.
you can do that. Roll 2 d20s, and you want a 10 or higher.
Uh, 12 and 18.
Okay. So yeah, you got a success. So you can hit 1 success and your death saves on your D&D Beyond sheet. And Nightmare, it's your turn.
Alright. She's going to peek back over the edge and see that this really isn't going well. And go ahead and fire one last fireball.
Okay. Sculpt it around.
Yeah, I don't think I need to put out a thing for that.
Yeah, you definitely get it. So roll your dice.
Yeah. So, Dex, DC 16, and that's going to be 18 damage on a save.
You mean 18 on a fail?
Yes, on a fail.
Okay.
Sorry, my mind is not working. Thank you for...
Got it. Okay. So the 2 army officers are incinerated. Not officers, the soldiers. This officer is still up.
Okay, that just turned the tide right there. What are these white things?
Those are your mirror images.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, very
Now
good.
that I know you have that spell, if you survive, I will make ones that are actually you.
And then trying to use the movement to get over by the rope.
You got it. Okay, so we got this officer left. Venla's the only conscious person he can hit, so that's what he's going to go for. And you
He
still
has shield.
you currently are at 25.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, nope. He's got as high as 22. Cannot get you.
Well,
And
also, to go through the thing with the mirror images too, wouldn't we?
Correct. Even then, we would have to do some stuff. But Venla, it is your turn.
And the only one left is this guy in front of me?
Yeah.
+8 to hit.
8 plus 8 to hit.
Yep.
I'm going to take an inspiration so that I have advantage because I'm going to try and end this mother. That's
Okay.
my goal,
Mother
is to end
jammer.
him.
You got it.
I'm on the wrong tab, sorry. I was on the spells tab. Plus 8. 27 plus 8. So I'll
That
just...
hits him.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, that was a natural 20. So it's going to do 2d8 plus 4. Nice!
Here you go.
That's a 9. And then I'm going to do my second attack, which will just be normal.
Mhm.
16 plus 8 is going to probably hit because that's a 24.
Yeah.
That's 7.
Very
You
nice.
can't attack anybody but me, and I have images.
Yes, yes. All right, death save Erevan.
It's so dark.
How many inspiration are left?
Take it.
Enough.
Take it.
Okay.
Sorry, but I would have missed if I hadn't have taken that last inspiration.
What'd you get?
A 10 and a 5.
So that succeeds. Very good.
2 successes.
All right, Nightmare.
Just checking. Delaney's still up, right? I haven't
She is
heard.
She's stable.
Oh, she's stable. Okay, awesome. Yep,
The
that.
other wizard is making death saves.
Okay. Nope. Sorry, my brain's not working right now. How far away is is Raven's forces? Still a turnout?
At the end of this round, they're going to arrive at the gate.
Which is
All right.
closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Venla, can you handle this? Okay.
Should be able to.
Pull up the rope and then toss it to the other side.
Fuck the gate. They can climb the wall. I'm with you, Nightmare.
All right. Love it.
Does that take my action to move the rope?
No, that would be object interaction.
Then firebolt.
Yeah.
18 on the die plus 16. I'm assuming that hits.
That hits.
And that's 14 damage.
How do you want to kill him?
As she's going and pulling the rope, tossing it, he's not even looking at her, and she just points a finger and shoots a firebolt into the back of his head, and makes him fall.
Okay, so he falls. So
Fight the wizard.
Are we out of initiative?
well, in a sense,
Music changed.
it did. So, what I'll say here is from here, Delaney is stable, determined, and Ovina lies with large holes in her chest, unmoving, eyes rolled back. Raven's forces start climbing over the wall, and there are more soldiers here.
You
can-
can hear the tears in Venla's voice when she looks at Raven and says, "Save her! Please! I can't go through this again! You have to save her and bring her back to us."
Raven looks, and I've never been blessed by the gods.
There has to be someone who has been.
She runs as she sees her soldiers begin to engage these other enemies, and just sort of goes and kind of looks at you, doesn't know what to do before she kind of gets into this war mentality. And so this point in our story, this is somewhat narrative. With the resources you have, I think Erevan can get stabilized. He has 2 successes, and we've got enough people around. We can stabilize Erevan. What does it look like for the rest of you who are up to retake this fort?
Venla is just anger and rage and grief. And just if there's any living soldier left, she's going to do whatever she can to just destroy them utterly.
Goes into a ruthless rage as she moves. Nightmare, are you going to be the one to stabilize Erevan? Before you move on.
She wasn't, but she can. Or she can try. Because she was probably gonna stay on the wall, but she can get down there. You need a medicine.
Let's do this for a second. Erevan, go ahead and roll a death save for me. There's no chance you're going to die on this, so we'll see where this goes.
Well, Venla has a spell slot and will cast.
Okay.
She can easily cast Cure Wounds, so that's
perfect. So she, boom, cures
10
Erevan,
healing.
wakes up, 10 HP as we go forward. And
I have 2 spell slots, so I can get Delaney up as well.
okay. Perfect. So then everyone who's
Sadly,
alive...
I nat 1'd it, so only 5.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn the rest of this narrative over to all of you
5 is better than nothing.
as you retake the fort. What's this look like for you?
Venla is going to wade out into the middle of the fort and start shouting her emotions at the sky. And she is going to call out Gilrain. You put me here to do something, and I've done everything. Everything you've asked. I've fought every battle. But you promised me knowledge. You promised me the ability to make a difference. If you want to uphold that promise, then you save her. You save her. You are a god. You can do this. You can save Ovina.
Aravan sees that Ovina is passed and ensures that that Delaney is okay, because he risked life and limb to come down and make sure that Delaney was going to be okay. And he basically joins the battle. All he has left are really cantrips, and he's just casting. He's also filled with rage and sorrow, and he's casting Mind Sliver at every enemy. that he can seek out. And you could see that he is shedding some tears as he's doing this.
Benla, make a religion check.
Oh, well, that did nothing. That was a 7.
Okay. It's just you know his powers within you, but you don't feel anything. You know he gives knowledge, and he then has others act. Say, Bobby, is there anything within Ovina's narrative that you'd like to put in here?
I think that if you look at Ovina's face, you'll see a slight smile of somebody who has seen or is seeing somebody they love. A smile of recognition and of joy.
What are we going to tell the kids? What are we going to tell these children?
I'm upright.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the first thing I see is Ovina's down, and I'm gonna scream, "No!" Run over and drop down by her and say, "You can't die!" And then I'm gonna rummage through her bags to see if I can see anything that she has that might help.
Make a medicine check.
Can I give her guidance for this?
I'll allow it.
Okay, do it with guidance, please.
Is that D4?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
11.
11. You see many herbs of healing. Things that are meant to reverse wounds, but nothing that can bring back someone who's cold dead. You know this way too well in your previous line of work. You know what you're looking at.
Okay. No!
And keep in mind too, just this is more of a overarching thing.
Right.
No one has seen anyone resurrected from the dead ever. Right now in Kryn.
And unfortunately, I can't till level 9.
Mm-hmm. There's not even like this knowledge that would be possible.
Ovina, who's your god? I know I've heard it, I just can't remember.
Chislev.
Chislev.
Chislev?
Mhm.
I'm gonna yell at Ovina's god. You can't let her die, Chislev! No! We need her! This battle needs her! This world needs her! You
Those
can't let her
children
die!
need her.
Her children need her. She just adopted some children. You have to do something. You're her god. You're supposed to look out for her. If you're not doing it, then who is? And what's the point of you all being around here if you're not going to help us?
And you yell, asking for life as you stand amongst people you've all killed. and screams of people whose throats are slit and swords in their hearts. And there is no dark goddess that resurrects them. No gods of neutrality or good that come to Athena's aid.
I go over to Vinla and I just throw myself at her and say, "I'm sorry. I tried."
I know, but I'm starting to wonder why I serve any god if they won't help us when we need them most. Venla is going to reach down and take the symbol from Ovina, and she's going to hold it up in front of her, and the armor is literally going to reach out and embrace the symbol and draw it in, and you will see a glyph of a tree manifest on her right shoulder now.
Sorry, it's a feather.
Oh, is it a feather? Okay, so it's you always keep talking about a tree, so
It's
anyway.
nature, but yeah, his symbol is a feather.
All right, so a feather symbol burns into the right side of her right shoulder.
All right.
I go back over to Ovina and I lean over her and I'm crying and I say, "I will take care of your children. I will make sure they're okay."
All right.
I have one job and I fucking failed again.
No, Vinla, we did. It's not just you. It's me too.
It was a very, very hard assignment. And I would like to think that Ovina passed doing what they loved and doing what they knew was right.
As you stand here amidst the torchlight, flags are raised, declaring Calaman has once more retaken this. And there is a moment where the soldiers from Raven start a cheer that is instantly cut short by her voice. Doesn't last more than a second. She points and leads them all, and they form this half circle around of you and Ovina, each one pointing their swords on the ground, laying their swords on the ground, pointed towards her. Say, honor the fallen. And that is where we are going to end. Watching, or see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
See you next week, everyone.